Well, good afternoon, English 1101ers. I am a day late getting this up for you because this is advising week here at the university, and I am meeting with multiple advisees every day. So forgive me for being a day late getting this up for you. I really feel like the assignment is pretty self-explanatory, but all I really wanted to talk to you about is that you are essentially doing the same thing with a text this week that you did with the menu last week. So I have given you a chapter to read on how to conduct a rhetorical analysis, and I have given you a template to follow. I don't think this should be a terribly demanding task because I've basically given you a paragraph by paragraph rundown of how to do this assignment. But let's recap for just a moment. Remember that the rhetorical situation involves any kind of communication, whether it's visual or in this case, whether it's written. And so you're always going to, in that kind of analysis, ask yourself, what do you know about the person who is initiating this communication? In this case, it's the writer. What do you know about the writer? What do you know about the intended listener or reader, the audience for this communication? What do you understand about the purpose behind this communication? So, is this writer writing this particular piece in order to get the reader to take some action? Or is this writer writing this particular piece because he or she is just trying to inform the reader or trying to persuade the reader to believe something or not believe something else? So there can be a variety of purposes. So you want to ask yourself what the purpose is. Then you want to ask what kind of techniques or tactics are being used here. Remember, we talked a bit about ethos and pathos and logos. So is this writer accomplishing his or her purpose through giving you mostly facts, examples of facts, and informing you that way? Is this writer accomplishing her purpose by establishing her credibility and being, as an expert in this field, then using that expertise to then give you this information or accomplish this particular purpose? Or is this writer using primarily pathos as a way of accomplishing that purpose? So putting a human face on this particular issue, or using some kind of emotional appeals or sort of personal appeals. Sometimes writers accomplish their purpose by telling stories about themselves or others. So that's the kind of rhetorical analysis you are doing. You look at the template that I gave you, and you'll see that I'm asking you, how does the writer establish his or her credibility? What is the writer's purpose? What is the writer's main point in this particular written piece? And then going through the parts of the person's, in this case an essay, what strategies and sort of tactics do you see the writer using? And then finally at the end, kind of evaluating this piece. Does it succeed or does it not succeed in accomplishing its purpose? So I've asked you to read a short essay in the food textbook, and then use the resources that I gave you. Read the chapter on rhetorical analysis that I gave you, and look at the template that I've given you. Use that template to write this very short essay, 1 to 2 pages. So shouldn't be a terribly challenging assignment, somewhat similar to the one that you just did. And again, because I've given you a template to follow, I think that should guide you through the assignment. Of course, you're welcome to contact me if you have any questions.